this is Habiba and you're watching Viva's Canadian Journey. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button and don't forget to press the bell icon. Today, I'm going to give an update about living in Nova Scotia in 2022. A lot of you guys have asked me to do that, so I'm going to do that today. But before I get started, fresh off the press, this literally just came in about 30 minutes ago. Today is the 22nd of April 2022. The Minister of Immigration, Sean Fraser, just announced that the draws at the federal express entry level are going to commence in July 2022, so in a few months time. A lot of people are really excited. For me, the icing on the cake is the fact that he mentioned that standard applications from the express entry are now going to be 6 months. I think that is some amazing news. Okay, but that's not what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about living in Nova Scotia today. However, if you want to hear more about this and more updates about immigrating to Canada, please follow me on Instagram at Viva's Canadian Journey. There I come up with updates fresh off the press. So let's get started. So living in Nova Scotia 2022, like I mentioned, a number of people are moving to the province this year. Okay, and people contact me regularly to ask about living in Nova Scotia, the housing market, the prices of things, groceries, clothes, etc. And someone in particular asked that I do an update for 2022 because the truth is things have changed. Okay, I did a video in 2020 and 2022 about life in Nova Scotia, and although the pandemic has happened, we're still in the pandemic, things have changed. There's some things that have remained constant. One of them I can tell you, and anybody you ask that has been to Nova Scotia will tell you, one of the constants, and thank God COVID did not change that, is that the people here are still very warm and welcoming. So if this is you are thinking of coming to Nova Scotia, or you're thinking of coming to Canada and you haven't made up your mind on your province of choice, okay, Nova Scotia still has some of the warmest people alive. My family and I, we've been to PEI, we've been to New Brunswick, and I can tell you that Nova Scotians are very warm and welcoming. Yes, you have the 1 out of 10 that might not be that nice, but on a whole, majority are. Okay, so that hasn't changed. Now, Halifax is one of the fastest growing cities in the whole of Canada. That's right. It's growing really fast. And with population growth comes some advantages and disadvantages. One of the advantages of this is the fact that a lot of businesses and companies are coming to are opening shop here in Nova Scotia, which is exciting because it means more jobs. Okay, so that's really good. Like recently, some restaurants have opened here. Restaurants that before you only had in like the big provinces like Montreal and Ontario and BC, but they're now coming to Nova Scotia. Don't even get me started. Let me not start talking about food, but that's good. Amazon recently opened a big warehouse in Dartmouth, so loads of opportunities, companies coming here. Now, one of the downsides of population growth is that, as more and more people are moving into the province, there's a lot of demand for housing. Okay, and when supply does not meet up to that demand, what happens is, because demand is higher now, there's an increase in rent, and if you want to buy a house, there's an increase. So Nova Scotia, like all other parts of Canada, and I believe the world, has seen an increase in the housing market. So for example, if in 2017 someone bought a house for 150,000 Canadian dollars, for example, and they were renting that apartment for about $1,000 a month. In 2022, someone will buy that same house for about $300,000. and you don't expect them to rent for that exact amount. So now they'll be renting for about 1,800. So the prices of if you want to rent, the price of rent has gone up. If you also want to buy a house, there has been a significant increase. It has all come with population growth. And obviously, as we know, the pandemic happened, worldwide inflation. Canada, no difference. So this is my advice to you. If you're thinking of relocating to Nova Scotia or anywhere in Canada, start your, apartment search early. Some days ago, a couple sent me an email. They said they're coming to Nova Scotia in August. And they're like, oh, they want to start their house hunt, in July. I said, no, start it now. Because you have more people looking for apartments and houses than there is the availability. So you don't want to leave it till the last minute. But it's not all, doom and gloom. The good thing for me is that, the province has seen that there is a need for increased housing. Okay, so some funding has gone to make sure that in the next couple of years, there will be affordable housing in different areas of the province. Again, when people are moving into the province, a lot of people just think there's only Halifax or Dartmouth to settle in. There are other beautiful, affordable places outside of the HRM, that's outside Halifax Regional Municipality. A couple of weeks ago, I went to Truro for the first time on a work trip, and I did not want to leave Truro. I was like, oh my goodness, this city is so gorgeous. It's about an hour away from Nova Scotia and from Halifax. So Truro is about an hour away from Halifax, and housing is more affordable there. A lot of people, some of my colleagues actually live in Truro and they make the commute to Halifax. And now with work from home, a lot of people are actually living outside the city. Sydney in Cape Breton is also a very, very beautiful city. Okay, that is very affordable in terms of rent or if you want to buy a house. There's also Lunenburg. I was in Lunenburg 2-3 weeks ago. Very beautiful, quiet city. In fact, we're walking on the high street and you could smell the breeze from the ocean. It was so beautiful. But anyways, so please have that in mind if you're thinking of, relocating to Nova Scotia. The price of rent, there's been an increase, a significant increase. Okay. So something else that has happened, and again, this happened worldwide, is inflation. Increase in goods and services. Everything has gone up. I was talking to my mom the other day. My mom lives in Lagos, Nigeria, and she was telling me the price of gas, cooking gas. When she told me, I almost screamed. I was like, what? We left Nigeria 2.5 years ago. The increase, I screamed. I could not believe it. But it's like that all over. Okay, same in Canada, same in Nova Scotia. The prices of groceries have gone up, prices of goods and services. So please have that at the back of your mind. Again, this is not to scare you. One of the reasons I'm doing this video is because a lot of people, a lot of families are moving to Nova Scotia this spring and in the summer, and they've asked for an update. However, I can tell you that one of the things I find comforting is the fact that the province, the government, realizes this increase, realizes that yes, things have increased. And so a few measures have been put in place to help with, the stress of the prices of goods and services going up. One of the things that have been put in place, one of the measures put in place in Nova Scotia is a reduction in daycare, in the cost of daycare. I have quite a couple of friends that their kids are in daycare and they've been so excited. Nova Scotia has reduced daycare fees by 25%. Now, if you've watched my previous videos on schooling in Nova Scotia, I mentioned how for daycare in the province, you pay for daycare. So if you want to put your child that is age 0 to about 4.5, you pay for it. The average cost of daycare per month is about $600, $700 per month and above, depending on the daycare. So imagine it's $600 a month and there's now a 25% reduction. You'll be saving $150 a month. You can take that $150 and do something with it. Also, if you're moving into the province and you want to buy a house and you qualify, you meet some certain criteria, there's also the first time home buyer incentive. So this is something you can Google and research on. There's also, for low income earners, there's also a emergency heating rebate, whereby the government, the province, sends you some funds to offset the price of heating, the cost of heating. So there are few incentives, few measurements that are put in place because, the province, the government understands that this increase in goods and services, is affecting people. That's just the truth. So again, this is not to scare you, but just to give you an idea that things have changed. Okay, if you're moving into the province, start looking for houses ASAP. Don't wait till the last minute, because you might be looking at one house and there are 40 or 50 people also looking at that exact apartment. So this is just to give you an idea, okay, not to make things scary. So this is going to be it for today. I hope you found that really, really helpful. Again, if you're still thinking about a province to relocate to, Nova Scotia should be on your first should be on the list, top there. If you're just starting your Canadian journey and you don't understand what is going on, you're still confused, the terms are still up in the air, and you need an explanation, I now offer one-on-one clarity sessions. Here we sit down virtually and I simplify the whole process. By the time you're done, I call them clarity sessions because by the time you're done, you're going to understand what is expected of you. You can send me a message on Instagram at Biba's Canadian Journey, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. Until next time, take care. Hi, my name is Habiba.